Hello, everyone. Here it is, week 5. We're 2-2. Going against the Bears, which is in our division. So we'll see how that goes. Be right back. I'm gonna get me something to drink before the game starts.
Today, from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, I'm back.
We'll see Kirk Cousins
Like
and
I
the
said,
Minnesota Vikings taking on Justin Fields and the Chicago Bears.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings.
That's our boy right there. That's our backbone.
Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Yeah.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Vikings offense coming out for the first time, and in his 5th season leading this crew, coming off his 3rd career Pro Bowl nod, Kirk Cousins.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground.
Come on, that was
he finds
face
a
mask.
little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, come on now.
Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Vikings had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them, and I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Cousins now to throw on first down. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. Saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense.
Yeah.
I'll let you go.
I took a shot. Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea Slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Again, it's Cook. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Cousins now. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down. The numbers there in last week's game for Smith. 5 catches, 65 yards.
You think the head coach and the offensive coordinator are able to pull the earplugs out now? Because all week, all they heard was, you know, Coach, they can't guard the pass at all. I mean, they're next to last in the league. Let's throw it on every down.
Yeah, last week we saw the numbers. This week going against second to last in the pass defense area. Good for him. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
I'll take that.
So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away changes what your play calls are going to be.
Cook. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Trying the power game with Ham. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year and 3rd overall. And the Vikings will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
We'll take that early lead.
Joseph connects on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown.
Got a lot of that.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here come the Bears, and at the helm is someone that they have a lot of hopes for leading this franchise. The 11th pick in 2021 out of Ohio State, Justin Fields.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
On first down, it's Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down. First carry now for David Montgomery. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Back to throw. Fields. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Hell yeah.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion.
You gotta play
this
better
is
than
going to
that.
be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away.
Try to get around him.
The 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started. At the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, And boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. Cousins throw there, taken in by Smith. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play.
Damn.
That makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
RBA.
Off the play fake, Cousins. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Running off tackle with Cook. He spins free.
Hell yeah.
Down he goes. As they
That has got to be his best run all year.
66 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Again, Madison. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for my
Alexander
run again.
Madison with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. But just
He gets
power
hurt on
football
all, dude.
there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. To Montgomery to begin the drive. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
Facing 2nd and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not just handle this one? Got all the yards he needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Fields. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion.
Yeah.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 40. A nice pickup of 17 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, right at the 40. To throw is Fields. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he stopped immediately there. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Santos' kick is up and through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. No surprise this offense would be able to convert. They're currently 2nd in the league in first downs, and they pick up 1 here.
Yeah, not a stat that we talk about a heck of a lot, but it's a vital one. And in this case, it's really vital because what does it do? Keeps their defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest.
Touchdown! Adam Thielen with career touchdown number 60, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Check something out for you. Placed on IR. Injury reserve. Ain't that a bitch? Oh, well, I thought I didn't see the motherfucker. Damn it. My best receiver's gone.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Well, coming up in prime time here in Week 5, a couple of division rivalries on the docket, beginning tonight in the AFC North with the Bengals and Ravens from Baltimore at 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, Raiders and Chiefs from Arrowhead in the AFC West. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on third down, Fields. Looks for the out route, and it's complete to Kmet. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And a gain of 4 gets them right to the midfield stripe.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's Fields. Rolling to his right.
Oh, you fucker.
He
almost got him.
First down. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. Third down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Cobb. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 34.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on third down conversions. They need a yard here. Fields now to throw. And this pass broken up. Now the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Facing this big first half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They snap it to Fields. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis.
That's right.
And he is going to have the Bears first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Now Fields. And he the receiver, and he's brought down. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now it's Fields. This pass on target. Velus Jones with it.
I'm blowing that outside up.
Just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Bears on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap, Fields. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down.
I'm beating that guy.
Taken back at the 33-yard line. Daniil Hunter. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. No, Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call
Beating
this a
that
50-yard attempt. Santos' kick is up and through, and that'll get the
I'm gonna
deficit
line
down
up
to
where
15.
that 99 lines up.
So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
But whenever you call and run the hitch route, a lot of times that ball's got to be in the air before the receiver even turns around. That's the result of throwing it so many times in practice is really a timing route. Make sure that ball's out of your hands, and oftentimes the receiver turns around, and there's the ball. Nice completion there.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Cousins now from the 50. Throw left side complete. That's Smith.
I get it.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 40. A nice pickup there, 10 yards.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And a nice gain of 21 yards. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs, even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
You're looking for it.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. Cousins. Buying time to his left.
Oh,
and that
shit.
falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Cousins. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Cousins escaping the pressure right. And it's caught. A gain of 7 that time, 2nd goal.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the...
Oh, I want to let me challenge that. I thought he was in.
Ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over, but he ended up finding another receiver.
They'll run for it with Cook, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to add on to their first half lead.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
All right.
The Bears offense now getting ready to take over.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice it.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Hell yeah.
I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick 6, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys get to watch the highlight reels from this one, the better.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taking it about the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half.
To throw again on second down.
Fields.
Damn.
That's complete to Mooney. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Back to throw. Fields
over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
All right.
So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. And again, back to Kmet.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Again, Fields.
Steps away to his left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half.
Nickel and dime me to death.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll start up at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, and it's the Lions who hold on to the lead in that one. Jared Goff with 3 touchdown passes. From there, we'll head to Cleveland to check on the Browns at home at First Energy Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting LA Chargers. 2 touchdown passes there for Deshaun Watson. Finally, let's take the trip across the Atlantic, see what's happening over in London. And they were winners in that one over the visiting New York Giants. Romeo Doubs, a touchdown catch in the victory.
Damn, Green
In
Bay
the
won.
game you're watching, it's been Kirk Cousins with a hot hand in the first half. His guys have the lead as we'll
let's
hand
do
it
my
back
running
over
game.
to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right,
fun.
Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Well, that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And, I mean, you're at the point here, third quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. But think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line, because if you're a pass rusher, you're not even thinking about them running the football. All you're doing is getting into that sprinter stance and going after the quarterback.
Back to throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense, because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he'll be out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Partner, the good ones have a clock running in their head, okay? Because it says something like this: I've got this many seconds to find a target. After that, I have to tuck it and try and get some yardage on this first.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Bears are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make this a 19-point ball game. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll go Madison up the middle, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down. Going to run with Madison again. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now here's a throw that's complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to the ground, this time Cook.
Damn.
Maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 104 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Eluding the pressure right.
That's
and
all
he
right.
can't get rid of it. He's
I'll
taken
take the
down.
Jaquan Brisker
In there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook.
Come on, face
They'll
mask.
get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 9 good yards there on the run, and now 3rd down. Throwing, Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed, but that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a 1st down.
Up the middle, it's Cook.
Oh, damn, I hit
running
back of
room
my
hard
guy.
to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. And this is going to get out of bounds through the end zone, and that will go as a turnover as the defense will get it at the 20-yard line. 2nd time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate.
Kevin O'Connell clearly unhappy with that call, and he's thrown that red challenge flag
think
out
I
on
was
the
down.
field.
Previous play is under review.
And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over.
Yeah, remember now, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear video evidence to the contrary. And I give these officials a lot of credit. Such a tough and demanding job. You and I both know that. Yeah, they make the right call way more often than they get it wrong.
So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw there complete to Mooney.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. On the option right is Fields. And he's able to
Damn.
take this one up to the 35-yard line. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a first down. Operating from the gun, Fields. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down. Looking to throw. Fields. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Cobb. 7 yards there and a first down.
They say incomplete.
They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he's
Damn,
got
I
it
just couldn't
across
get
the
a guy
midfield
through there,
stripe
man.
and into Viking territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Final minute now of the third quarter. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
From the 38, Fields. That's into a crowd and intercepted. It's Cameron Davis who picks it. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They go play action. Cousins out to his left. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. This offense so far on third down, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Third down, here's a run by Cook. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
And yes, everyone, that was the fullback carrying the football. I know it's a dying breed. It's a dying position for a lot of people, but I still think it's valuable and important, especially one who can carry the ball.
And you need short yardage. What makes sense? Go to a big body, let him plow forward just like he did there.
It's still a big man's game.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 133 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. second down, they go right back to Cook. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Throwing is Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Vikings are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Bears offense ready to get going again. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
A gain of 5, and that will bring up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep them.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
4th down, Fields has to have this one. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off by the linebacker,
That's
Jordan
game.
Hicks.
And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now
the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
It don't matter.
Well, maybe it hasn't exactly been a Rembrandt, but they've been mistake-free to this point and finally cough it up. I don't think it's going to cost them the game. They should be fine. But, boy, they're going to hate that, going back and watching tape and being able to say we were that close to achieving our goal of 0 turnovers during the game.
A little blemish, but as you say, still comfortably in command.
19 yards there on the catch and run.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, Fields. A throw left side taken in by Kmet.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Fields.
Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
Oh.
Okay, so the personal foul penalty. And those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
Following the penalty, Montgomery. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. Now they'll run the option to the short side left.
I thought
and
he
gets
had it.
halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Now that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
No gain on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
Khalil Herbert
From 4 yards out.
and the Bears' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Santos with the extra point, and that'll make this a 19-point ball game.
Yep.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Oh, did the Bears get it? They did. Chicago football. So the onside kick is recovered. And, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are two very tough things to do.
Takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs him. The kicking team gets the football here.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them. But they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Throw right side taken in by Pettis.
What?
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Yes.
Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Throwing again on second down. Fields. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
To the air again, Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery.
Room here to run. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push the...
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Justin Fields.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Turned out to be a
So the
good game.
Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
On second down, it's Cook again.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. They'll run it. Here's Cook.
I think you see it right away if
And
they
he
do
picks
stuff.
up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They run it again with Cook. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. They'll try the middle with Cook. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
172 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And the ball smack dab on the
Don't let 'em
5-yard
know I
line
can
here,
run it
second
down
and
there.
goal.
I could have scored probably.
Cousins just going to take this one down to a knee and end it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they
got me on
certainly were
pass
there
one,
in
though.
this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this
Didn't really
contest,
pass much,
the kind
did
of
we?
performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Minnesota, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss.
And they will be back home next week for a date with Washington.
So for our entire crew, along
I said I was going to do all the things at the end, so. All right. What we got going on? Upgrade player. Cornerback. Tight end. Well, that's a guy I've been thrown to a lot. Hell yeah. Unlocked a lot, didn't it? Strong safety. Okay. Well, thanks for everybody watching. Well, let's do the staff member thing. Let's do defense. Tree. Boost block shedding for defensive tackles by 3. What was this other one? Boost tackles for left end, defensive tackles right end by 3. Gain the ability of quick expector on the defensive lineup. No, got nothing else to spend. So we'll be at Miami. Our next episode. Thanks everybody for watching. I appreciate each and every one of the views.